Happy Friday, y'all. We made it to Friday. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Antonio. I also go by Antoine, and this channel is all about spreading positive energy, spreading inspirational messages. So if you're new to the channel, welcome and thank you for being here. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe, and also comment too as well. And so today, I'm going to talk about the importance of being spiritually in tune. And so I had a request from a viewer to kind of talk about why it's important for men to have street skills. So I want to talk about that too as well, and kind of how it ties into being spiritually in tune. What is street skills? I'm sure some people may have heard like street smart, street skills. It's all the same thing. For me, street skills is survival skills. As you know, we have animals on this planet. We have animals from bugs to tigers, bears, zebras. Hey, we may even have dinosaurs out there. They may still be out there somewhere. Who knows? But every one of those animals are born with survival skills. In order for them to live, they have to survive. So they're born with that, and we are born with that too as well. But sometimes we need to develop that, especially as guys, men. We face so much pressure. We're not allowed to be vulnerable. Society don't want us to be vulnerable. Society want us to always be so strong and to protect and to be so macho and all this stuff. But honestly, we have to be ourselves. And it's not to say that being strong and protective and all those things aren't great, but sometimes we have to be ourselves, and some skills we have to develop. So I want to talk a little bit about street skills. I grew up in a very small town. I was sheltered, pretty much raised in the church my whole life, and there were some things that I was not exposed to. And so it wasn't until I moved to college. I went to college in Mississippi, so I got my 2 degrees there. And then I transferred to a university in Mississippi too as well. Once I got my bachelor's degree, I moved to Disney and did my internship. And then I got a full scholarship to get my master's degree in Atlanta, Georgia. Now, when I moved to Atlanta, I was shocked. I mean, shocked. Just because in college in Mississippi, everyone is so down to earth. Everyone is so nice. You think people have the best intentions. And I thought that would be the same in Atlanta, a bigger city. No, was I wrong? I had to learn street skills. There were plenty of times that I thought people were, okay, this person is my friend. Oh, they care about me. Oh, they just need help. Oh, let me help them out. When in actuality, these people never wanted to be my friend. These people never had the best intentions for me. They prey on innocent people. You have people out there that prey on innocent people. Especially as men, you always have to be protected, because you never know who you're going to encounter and what the outcome can be. So it's always important to be spiritually in tune. That's also what I want to talk about too as well. Street skills, being spiritually in tune, being physically and mentally in tune, all is one thing that we all need to be aware of and develop too as well. How can you develop this? Well, you can develop this by, number one, creating a mentality, a strong mentality. Always do affirmations. Always be confident and believe in yourself. Sometimes you have to change your mindset. Some people feel like, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. No, you can do anything you set your mind to. Number one, you have to believe in it. If you don't believe it, no one else will. Number two, being physically in tune, being physically fit, being physically ready, because you never know what you're going to come across. If you live in a big city, especially like New York or somewhere like that, you know that you always have to be aware. That's why New Yorkers are so kind of like, I won't say they're oblivious to things, because that's not the word that I want to use, but New Yorkers they see a lot. They are so used to a lot of things going on at the same time because it's a big city. Millions of people live there, especially like New York City, Manhattan. New Yorkers are kind of like, I won't say like they're they kind of expect the unexpected in a way. And so for us as guys, we kind of need to expect the unexpected. We need to make sure that we have some type of prayer life. And it doesn't have to be like this long prayer life where you're praying for hours, things of that nature. Whatever you feel is best for you, you need to do it for you, and it needs to be your own thing. Have your own relationship with God, your higher power, and make sure that you are physically and mentally ready to take on the world. Now, I want to talk about being physical. It's important for us to stay fit. It's important for us to eat healthy, so that way we may live a long life, because as men, we're supposed to protect. We're supposed to be there for others. We're supposed to protect our young ones, our kids, our families. So it's important that we eat the right things, we exercise, we work out, but also make sure that we're mentally ready too as well. Our mental is very important. So that's the next thing I want to talk about. Being mentally aware. Sometimes we can be so strong, we can be so protective that we feel like we aren't allowed to be vulnerable. And we can be vulnerable, guys. We can. There's nothing wrong with being vulnerable. There's nothing wrong with being emotion. It's all about an aspect. It's all about taking it a step at a time. But also it's important for us to realize that we're human, okay? We're not perfect. We will never be perfect. But it's important for us to make sure our mental health is good, and also making sure we have a good prayer life, making sure we're trying to do the best thing that we can do the right things as well, also being physically fit, and also street skills. What's street skills? Survival skills. We gotta have survival skills. If we don't have survival skills, we're gonna be eaten. It's kind of like animals. Like, they have to have survival skills in order to live to see the next day. And if they don't have survival skills, they're going to be eaten and they're going to go off into the oblivion. And that's the same for us. In a sense, we're all born with survival skills, but some skills we have to develop along the way. But if we have a good prayer life, a good mental, a good physical, and also we continue to trust our intuition. That's something else I want to talk about. We have to trust our intuition, guys. Like, some people you're going to come in contact with, you never know what their intentions are. You may think they have the best intentions, but that's not always the case. So you always have to really make sure that you kind of use your intuition. If you're noticing some red flags, maybe you should kind of, stand back a little bit. As my dad would say, never let your right hand know what your left hand is doing. In other words, don't tell everyone your whole moves. So if you know, like, this person is like, I don't know, showing some red flags that they're kind of toxic, okay, maybe you should kind of back away just a little bit. You can still be cordial, be cool with them, but kind of use common sense a little bit. But yeah, it's important, guys, for us to be more spiritually in tune, having those street skills, survival skills, being mentally, physically aware, and also just making sure that you're okay. Sometimes as guys, we feel as if we aren't allowed to express ourselves. Me personally, it took me a long time to express myself, and I'm still working on it. I'm not perfect at all. Not perfect at all, but I'm way better than what I used to be. I mean, if you were to ask 10-year-old Antonio if he would start a YouTube channel and talk about his journey in life, I would laugh at you. I was so shy. I was so shy. I remember in high school, I couldn't even look some people in the eyes, like teachers and stuff. The teacher would have to tell me, Antonio, you can look me in the eyes. You're a handsome person. Like, you don't have to be so shy all the time. And so, guys, it's okay to express yourself. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to, just be you. But most importantly, we have to make sure as guys, as men, we're going to do the things that we're supposed to do. We can do the things that we can do to protect others, but also protect ourselves, because it's a eat or be eaten world out there, not only for animals, but it's for us too as well. So we got to make sure that we're physically in tune, mentally, spiritually aware, using our intuition, using our street skills / survival skills, and just making sure we're the best person out there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this topic. Yeah, I know it was kind of catered to men a little bit, but women, of course, y'all can take some of these steps too as well, because as women, I can't say I can relate because I'm not a woman, but at the same time, I know women face a lot of barriers too as well. And so it is important for women to also take those steps too as well. But I wanted this video to be especially for guys, because I feel like as guys, as men, we aren't allowed to we're not allowed to cry. We're not allowed to do a lot of things. But I'm here to tell you guys, it's up to us to make the change. It's really up to us to make the change. And so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Hope y'all have a great day. Have a great weekend. Happy Friday. Love you guys.